So I saw this, and I was like, I just felt like bad and sad for the dudes. Architects have to pause a show after a man rushed on stage, hurls vile insults at the band. So, dude ran on stage, basically, and he said vile shit to Sam. He was basically, you know, about Tom. Like, what is wrong with you? Like, this isn't like a ha ha ha. Like, I'm going, like, let's meme it. No, it's like, what's wrong with you? The guys lost their brother, man. What kind of fucking idiot do you have to be to ever say things like, oh, your bro's, you know, turning in his grave because of your new music. Tom wouldn't have wanted this. What the fuck? Like, are you mentally fucking like ill? Like, well, what's going on there? Like, I know you can like a band, but you gotta understand how to act like a human first. My God. So there's videos here of not that exact thing happening, but what happened after. Part one, after they returned after about 4 to 5 minutes after the guy ran on stage, I reckon.
In all my f***ing years.
So this is after he went on stage. I don't know if they took him down first or if he spit it on the mic, like vile shit, like talking about Tom and stuff. Like, anyways, this is what happened after.
Of being in this f***ing band. Giving our f***ing energy, our f***ing lives, and working so f***ing hard to turn around and see someone f***ing run on stage and run at Josh. There is a f***ing grab a mic and start shouting whatever the f*** he was shouting. That is f***ing insane. This isn't a f***ing game. This is our f***ing lives. I don't know who the f*** that person thinks they are to come up on stage and f***ing try and assault Josh or f***ing do whatever they were. But the other f***ing thing is, when he was on the f***ing floor, screaming in my f***ing face, telling me to respect Tom and play some old songs.
Like, yeah, that's oh my God, how entitled of a human being do you have to think that a band has to play what you want them to play, and to include their dead brother into it? Their brother, man. You got to be so f***ed up. Yeah, play the songs I want, and then straight up insult the band to their core. Yeah, about their brother who passed away, their fucking family, bro. Passed away years ago too, that they have to deal with. Like, again, like it's so messed up, man. It's so fucking messed up.
You know, there's something they said, you stupid. We respect Tom every single fucking day of our lives and every single moment that this band is continuing.
Yeah. Good for Sam too, you know. Like saying something about it.
And think that my fucking best friend is being fucking attacked by somebody. Get the fuck out of here. It's just music.
It's fucking crazy, man.
This is the thing that people need to understand. This shit that goes on the internet, the way that people fucking talk to each other, it can't fucking carry on like this.
Nah.
It's just fucking music. We're just up here doing our fucking best. There's no need for violence. There's no need to run up on stage and do this shit.
Yep. Like, yeah, that's the thing. Like, a lot of people just treat like musicians and bands like a commodity, right? And they do not treat them like humans. It's so f***ed up, man. Like, these are entertainers. They're human beings. And we'll watch this, and I want to say a few things besides that too. But yeah, so this is part 2. Catch-22, when you're a public figure known by millions in exchange for humanity and privacy. Well, to a point, though, that's the thing, right? Like, sure, you give up some things if you have a following, right? Like, you do give up some privacy. You give up, you know, some sense of sanity. But you don't, like, give up common decency, respect from human beings, right? Like, it doesn't matter. That's something that if people treat you like that, that's just people being an asshole. Like, you can't use an excuse of like, oh, well, they're a big artist, so like, fuck you. They're like, you can go die and I hate you and I'll say the most heinous shit just because they're a big artist. No matter how big an artist gets, there's a level of, no matter what, there's still a level of human decency you got to treat them with, right? Same thing with streamers, right? Like with parasocial relationships and like YouTubers. I mean, streamers, like especially female streamers, talk about this a lot, how they like get treated like terribly and how they have tons of just misogynistic, sexist comments about them all day, nonstop, right? Like, just because they're bigger and have a following and make money, like that still doesn't give anyone an excuse to go in their stream and be a piece of shit. You know, sure, you'll give up privacy, like that's something you have to accept. And you give up a lot of somewhat normal things, but you don't give up like humanity just because you have some fucking followers, man. It's crazy. Like people are so mad at, some people are just so hateful and mad at themselves and their lives that like they have no respect for themselves. So why would they respect anyone else, right? And they'll go and just shoot shit at people. Like you cannot like people and not like what people do or stand for and be against what they do, but at least have some common decency and respect for, if you don't have respect for them, at least have respect for yourself to not act like a complete piece of shit. You know, like you can hate someone, block them on everything, dislike them, fucking sure. But like there's a point where it's like, my God, like so this is the part 2 of the video.
Life goes on. Life really, really does go on. And let me tell you, life is very fucking fleeting. We do not know how long we are on this fucking earth for. So I'm not going to let some fucking piece of shit ruin my night, everyone on stage night.
Hell yeah. And I bet they played the rest of their set and it was kick-ass because Architects is god tier live, by the way.
That has spent their hard-earned fucking money to come and see a band be fucking ruined by that.
Good for them, man.
So what we're going to do,
good for
and you're going
Sam.
to fucking join me in this, is we're just going to shake off that bad vibe. Are you ready? 3, 2, 1, shake it off.
This is... That's very, very mature of him. He didn't have to do that.
This song's for Tom. Here.
He could have said, "F you, f this, I'm done for the night," and like, you know, like emotionally react as he has, to be honest, every right to after something like that. The whole band has, you know, maybe they don't have the right to leave the crowd, right? But like, that's traumatic to them. Like, it's their fucking brother, right? And if they're like done, right? Which again, people wouldn't be happy about that. I wouldn't be surprised if they did that. But the fact that he came out, he made a positive out of it. He was, you know, mature about that shit. Even though like he was probably on the verge of crying inside, that's huge, man. Right? Like that's huge. And I've seen these, dude, like I've seen these guys live. It was right after Tom passed, dude. Holy shit. They came to Toronto, played like Danforth, and it was like they played fucking Gone with the Wind. Bro, you had to be stoned to not fucking like almost cry when they did that shit. Because they were talking about Tom and they just played that song and it was so good live. It was so powerful. It was that is still one of the best shows I've ever been to. It was just so emotionally captivating. This is so big, like huge respect to Sam and the boys. Like I had them on the show when they were releasing the album, and there were some like internet comments around the same lines of these, and we talked about it a little bit because like I think it's disgusting, right? Like you can say, hey, your music's dog shit. I hate your music, you know, you're bad live. You could say whatever, right? With that, like you can dislike someone's band music, you know, if you want to be an asshole just for the sake of it. I don't like your hairstyle, or like I don't like what you wear. That's just being annoying for no reason. But like, hey, if you feel like you gotta go do that, like go for it, right? Be a bit of a piece of shit. But it's like when you start bringing up things like, oh, I know what your dead brother would have wanted. Like it's like, what the is wrong with you? You don't know these people. You don't all about these people. You have memories and your own feelings and emotions tied to the music they create. You don't know all about these people. So it's like, to say stuff like that is so messed up. And again, when I was even talking to him about it, like I just felt bad for him that he has to deal with that. And he has to deal with it not just like internally, right? Like it's like it happened. He has to process that and deal with it. And then he has to deal with it years later, tied to his band, people saying shit like that to him. So yeah, it's just sad to see this man. And this is a big dub, big, mad, large, huge respect to Sam Carter and all of Architects for dealing with this in a way that I think 99% of bands who would have been in this situation would not have been so nice.